So hello everyone. Today we'll be seeing what a custom parameterized pipe in Angular is. So before we actually move on to that, and before we actually create a custom pipe, I'll just tell you and brief you about the use case that we need to solve. So we have a contacts list with various contacts, and we also have a pagination to take care of multiple contacts in one page, and also we have their email, phone number, and target listed. So the ask here is if my target is 100 and if I have say completed 50, I'll enter 50 here. Then the remaining target balance should actually reflect here. So there are two ways to go about it, and a person who is new to Angular, what he'll do is he'll create an Angular expression and directly write a function within it so that this function returns in the remaining balance. Okay, so that is one way to go about it, but that is not the recommended way. You'll see it in a while why I'm saying writing functions within an Angular expression is not the recommended way, and the other way is creating a custom pipe. So let's just first create a Angular function. So we have the TD somewhere here. Yeah. So let's just say calculate remaining target value or remaining target. What this will take is it will take the actual target and it will deduct the completed target. Okay. So we'll take this and create the function in the component which takes in target and the completed value, which is also a string. So now we first check, or let's just call it balance. We'll first check if target and completed are defined. If both are defined, then we will convert the string into a number first and deduct the completed value from the target. Okay, and if not, we'll just pass the number of not the number type, number function. We'll just pass target here. This I have done because if I have not entered any value, then the target and the remaining balance is the same. So if the target is 100 and if the field is empty, your remaining should actually be 100 again. Okay, so we'll return balance if it's defined, else we'll return 0.00. Okay, so let's go to the UI. So if you see, the target and remaining value is the same, and whatever value I enter, it gives me the remaining balance. Okay, now coming to why creating functions within an Angular expression is not a good idea. So I've just opened my developer tools here. So if I go to the network or sources, and if I put a debugger on the function that I've created, so let's say I write 5 here. So this function will be called for each and every row. So now you see the target is 90. This is for the second row, and for now the target would be 80. This is for the third row. So till it reaches the last row, it will keep calling the component function that we have created, which is not really required because we just changed the value of the first row, right? So if say we have 1000 rows, then there'll be this function called 1000 times, which is not really recommended. Okay, so to avoid this, what we can do is we can create a custom pipe. Okay, so let's just remove this from the component as this is not required. Let me remove it from the Angular expression. Okay, so let's go to the filters and create a new pipe. Yeah, so we have the pipes folder, and along with the contact pipe we'll create a remaining balance pipe.ts. Okay, yeah, so let's just call it export class remaining target pipe, which implements pipe transform. Okay, and also let's give it a decorator of pipe, and let's just call it name remaining pipe. Okay, and as we have implemented pipe transform, we'll have to implement the transform function. So let's just call this target. This will be of type string. The other one would be completed. It will also be of type string. Okay, now let's just copy the logic that we had written under the view component. Let's click this here. Let's go back to the pipe, paste it here, copy this. Yeah, before that we'll have to add it to the dashboard module or the feature module that we already have. So this comes from pipes folder. Now let's go to the remaining pipe, copy this, let's go back to the view contacts HTML. Now what the pipe needs is, it needs the target value and the entered value, right? So let's say we write dot target here, and that's the first value it needs. Copy the remaining pipe and pass the completed value. Okay, let's just save it. Let's go back. Okay, so now if I enter, this works properly. Okay, okay, so let's put a debugger. I think I have already put. Okay, so now what I'll do is, if I just make this 2, so let's see how many times the pipe is actually called. Okay, so it's called only once. Now if I enter this, so the pipe is called only once, right? So you saw the difference, right? So if there are like 1000 rows, your pipe will not be called like 1000 times for each row. It will be only called whenever you change the form field value. Okay, so that is all about the custom pipes, and this being a parameterized pipe, this is one of the best use cases where a parameterized pipe can be used. And that being a custom pipe, I mean, you can always use it in various scenarios. This is one of scenario that that I could come across. And yeah, and if you like the content, so please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much.